I'm gonna tell y'all the story. It's 9 people in here. Hey y'all, hit the like button for me. Um, my mom, she was married to like my stepdad. He was way older than her, y'all. I mean, way older than her. And he was a truck driver. Oh my God, TT, are you serious? Hey, mama, girl, you gonna make me cry.
You want me to take the car?
Are y'all gonna be okay to do it?
Are you good?
My keys are in my purse. You see my purse in there? It might be on my bed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Y'all be careful. Um. Okay, wait a minute. Let me look. You say you have a granddaughter that's 5. You an old bride. Retro, you don't stop. You not old, honey. You seasoned. You like, we love the season. You like, we love to season our meat. We seasoned, honey. We age like fine wine. You know that. So, anyway, thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. My mom, oh my gosh, she was a lovely woman actually. She really was. But as when we kids, we think our parents mean and stuff like this. So when I was a kid, I thought my mama was mean. But as I got older, I was able to understand her more. Hold on, y'all. Ginger don't left the door open. Hold on one second. Don't y'all be laughing at me. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying to y'all. My mom, she was a wonderful woman. She was a woman of God. She raised us in church and all that. When you were a kid, you think church is boring. This all our life is horrible and stuff, but it really wasn't. She actually gave us the best life she could. Because after my stepdaddy died, it was just us. I think I was 12 when he died. So 12 years old going into, preteen, going up teenage years and stuff like that. It was kind of hard for her to provide for us and stuff like that. She worked, but it was a struggle. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, honey bun. How you doing? Let's see. Jocelyn. Uh, so that comes natural, Jocelyn. I am a clown. I'm telling you. I love to laugh. I love to make people laugh. I love to make people feel good, and cause I look for the same thing. I know I said I wasn't gonna do that no more, say Weezy, but it happened. Anyway, so she was a good woman though. So my stepdad, he was a truck driver, and so he was always gone. And we saw him when we saw him and stuff like that, whatever. But um, he like I said, he was way older than my mom, and I think at the time when she got with him, what I told you, my bad. I'm almost out of it, so I might do it one more time. But that fire look good. Don't y'all agree? Look at that fire, dog. Y'all, look at that. Don't that look good? Anyway, I was talking about some my mother. Okay, so like I said, he was a truck driver, and he was like never there and stuff. So all of a sudden, when it was like, I want to say the year 1994. I was 10 years old. Yeah, now y'all know when I was born. I was 10 years old at the time. My mom had, well, my stepdad, he had to stop driving trucks because he started getting sick. His health started going down and stuff like that. And get some more wood. I got some. I got plenty over there. Um, so he was He was he had got real sick. I didn't understand what was going on and stuff like that. But and when I say this, I'm just gonna put it in perspective to y'all. When I say that he was way older than my mom, when he died, I think he was like 61 or something like that. My mama was probably my age. So they was like, he was like 20 some years older than my mom. And I think the reason why she got with him was because she needed a way out of the situation she was in at the time. And that's just kind of what she settled for. But I mean, he took care of us as far as like, yeah, it does feel good. I'm finna put some more wood on it, y'all. Hold on. Hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Don't worry. I got another thing, a lot of fluid. We barbecue out here. Um, okay, so like I said, he was like 20 some years older, started fire up. Stirred up how? You'll say your stepdad was 20 years older? Yeah, so anyway, 94 he got really sick. We didn't know what was wrong with him, so he ended up in the hospital and stuff, and like they started running tests on him and stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of like how it was retro for my mom. Um, Mom settled because she didn't want to move back home to with two small kids. Yeah, it was three of us. So by the time she met him, and I know he wasn't my daddy and all that kind of stuff. I just didn't know who he was at the time. But anyway, she kind of settled. But even when she did that, she like got in church and stuff, and he didn't like that too much. So he never really went to church. He was always at home. When he was at home, he was always there, or he was always gone, or like on the road. But even when he was gone on the road, y'all, I really believe deep down in my heart, I really believe he was cheating on her and stuff, cause truck driver on the road, just you able to do whatever, and then come back home. So he was real sick and whatever. They ran tests on him. They found out that he had tested positive for HIV, y'all. And my mama went and got tested. And when she went and got tested, she had tested positive for HIV too. So he gave her HIV because he was out there cheating on her and stuff, and she didn't know and all that kind of stuff. So she was diagnosed with HIV in 2000, not 2000. I'm sorry, in 1994. And before y'all comment, just let me finish the story right quick. Um, she ended up, getting real. She didn't get sick for a long time. She ended up testing positive for it, and he died he ended up dying from it in 97. Yeah, 97. And my mama ended up with it. She ended up passing. Oh my God, retro girl. We wanted to kill. Well, you know what? Let me finish telling the story right quick. Um, she ended up he ended up dying in 97. My mama didn't get sick for a long time. I remember she started getting sick around like 2002, 2003. I was getting ready to graduate out of high school. I graduated from high school in 2003. And she had ended up getting really sick. I mean, she got really sick to the point that she She didn't even remember being at my graduation. And I don't blame her for that because she just didn't remember. She had got like so sick to where the fact that it when it affects your immune system, when your immune system get affected, it affects everything because everything in your body is connected. So she just didn't have a lot of memory left after she got real sick, and she let's see, that was 2003. For a long time, like I said, for a long time, it didn't bother her at all. Like I found out when I was in the ninth grade in high school. So that was like 99 when I found out. And I'm going to tell you how I found out. She didn't tell me right away. The first person that she told was my older sister. I have an older sister that's 5 years older than me. And then I got my brother. My brother, like I said, my brother, he's, we're 11 months apart. And so, she had got like after she got sick, it was like 2003, 2004. She actually came. We were in Memphis at the time. She actually came up here to Missouri because at the time she couldn't like she wasn't like getting the medicines and stuff that she needed to like fight off, you know, the disease because it basically what HIV and AIDS do to your it breaks down your immune system where you can't fight off anything. That's why a lot of people who die who have AIDS, they pretty much die from a cold. A lot of people that have AIDS die from having pneumonia in their lungs because they can't fight it off. So that's what ended up happening to my mom in 2010. She had got really sick. I remember she had got really sick in 2003. She ended up coming she came up here to Missouri in 2000, like after, like it was like literally 2 days after my graduation. She came up here to Missouri, and she lived with my auntie. They were able to like get her help, get her like nurse her back, nurse her back to health or whatever. And she came back let's see, she was gone for like the summer. So I spent like the summer of 2003. It was basically just me. And at the time I was dating this guy. It was just me and him. And I worked and like paid the bills and stuff like that. I mean, we had a little fun and stuff like that. But she ended up coming back home with me, and then I ended up that same year. This when I got accepted to ASU. I went off to college that year. Did real good. At that time, she was doing good. Like she was taking her medicine and she was eating like she was supposed to and all that kind of stuff. So she was fine. Like she was good. And then she had started getting sick again, like 2009. I think I had Cameron in 2008. So I mean, she had got like 2009 of October. She had got really sick and like had to go to like she was in the hospital for like a month straight. I want to say it was like 2009. It was October of 2009. She came out of the hospital like a week after her birthday. Her birthday was November 10th, and she she came back home and she had lost a whole lot of weight. And I can just tell, like looking at my mom, I can just tell that she was getting tired. Like mentally, she couldn't, like, she was getting to the point where she just didn't want to be sick no more. I remember her saying stuff to me like, she just wish she had a new body. She's like, I just wish I had a new body. I just wish I had a new body. I wish I didn't have this. I'm tired of being sick. I'm tired of taking medicine because the medicine makes me sicker than the actual disease does. Like, it was so much that she went through, y'all. And I just couldn't do anything. But I can help her. I couldn't do anything but help her as much as I could. And, still trying to like make a life for myself. And like my sister, she wasn't really that let me see, she wasn't really that close to my mom. Her and my mom, they always had it out. But and I used to hate that because I used to tell my sister all the time, what are you gonna do when mama passed away? Are you gonna be regretful of the things that you said to her, things that you did and stuff like that? And she was, she would, I would just have a talk with him like, you need to, you need to just fix whatever it is that y'all got going on because she ain't got no kids. She just got married. Hold on, y'all. I was getting a phone call. Hold on. I was looking for my other phone, but I don't know where it's at. Hold on. I'm gonna come finish. Wait a minute. Give me just a minute, y'all. Hold on. Oh, I was getting a phone call, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see. Burned up the phone. Yeah, I'm okay, y'all. I was getting a phone call. I was looking for my other phone because it rings too whenever I get a phone call on this one. Can let me know if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay. You said it sounds like your baby brother. Okay. All right, we back. Anyway, y'all. So she ended up passing away in 2010, and the cause of death is said the underlying cause, of course, was HIV. But y'all, she died from a fucking cold. She couldn't fight off a cold, and that was probably the hardest time of my life. My at the time when she passed, my daughter had just turned a year old. She was actually about to turn 2 in July of that year, and it was just, it was just. I knew my mama was tired, y'all, so it was to be expected. To be honest with you, I knew that she wasn't gonna. I had to come to the realization that she wasn't always gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? So I just, like I said, I was 25 at the time. My daughter was like a year old, and then I was like going going through a whole lot of stuff with her dad, trying to figure out if he was gonna like, you know, get his act together, cause and he never did, you know. And woo woo, y'all heard that? Hey, job. So it was just like at that time. I'm not gonna say that was like the. I'll just put it this way: it was to be expected, but I did it. And the reason why I say that is because I knew it was something different at that time whenever she got sick. Like when she went, yeah, I remember like the night that it was on that Friday night. The let's see, she died on the 21st of March. So the 21st, let's see, 20th, 19. So the 19th of March was when she went into the hospital. And or no, I take that back. The 19th of March of that year was when she was just in a lot of pain, y'all. She went through a lot. Like whenever you have HIV, it just like eats away at everything. It's almost like a cancer. And when she was just going through a lot. Like, I don't know what was going on exactly, but she was just in a lot of pain. And I was like, Mom, do you want me to do you want me to call the ambulance to come and get you so they can get you right into the right into the emergency room so we can figure out what's going on? And she was like, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go. Like, and I had to convince her to go to the hospital because we couldn't figure out why she was hurting. Like, she was just in so much pain. And I'm not telling my story because I don't want to start crying. I don't want to start crying about my aunt that raised me and my sister, but I know the feeling. And so, she eventually, I eventually, called 911 and told them that, my mom needs to go to the hospital. She's sick. She's in pain. I don't know what's wrong with her. And I was like, Mama, just go to the hospital. I'm coming right behind you. I'm gonna be there. And normally when she would, like, if she would get sick, she would take everything with her. She would take her phone, she would take her numbers like her book that had all her phone numbers in it where she can call people and stuff. She would take cuz she just knew she was coming back home, but this time it was different, y'all. It was different to the point where she she didn't take anything with her to the hospital. All she took was the medicines that she had, and she took the
We're back. We didn't die.
Okay, good. Did your mom call you?
No.
She called me, but I don't know what she wanted. I didn't answer, but I don't know what I did with the other phone.
She didn't
But
call me.
okay, well, just do me a favor, text her and let her know the car is up there. Um. Anyway, y'all, she only took like all her medicines that she was taking, and I don't know why she took her keys, but she took her keys like to her car and to the house. That's all she took. And I was like, that was different. That was strange. Why she only took what the hell, y'all? I I hear something behind me, y'all. I think it's a rabbit or something. I think it's a rabbit or something. Cause we do got rabbits here. But anyway, my bad. Um, that's all she took with her. And I thought that was strange, but it was just a different feeling. And I had called my auntie. My auntie was like her sister that that was the one that like she had moved up here with when she had got sick back in 2003. My aunt Nat. I'm sorry, Retro. I'm sorry, but you know what? I don't ever talk about this. Like, I never talk about it, y'all. And this is helping me, just to be honest with y'all. This is helping me. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate who's here listening. Girl, John, no. Stop it. Oh my goodness. You so silly, y'all. But like I said, it was strange that that's all she took with her. I felt like I felt like with everything, how everything happened, she knew that this was the end. Like, she knew that when she went to the hospital, she wasn't coming back because of how different everything felt for me. For me. And she just said she just kept saying, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. And I was like, Mama, I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how to help you, to stop feeling the pain that you're feeling. And like I said, she ended up going to the hospital, and she ended up She ended up having to. I know y'all trying to have a cookout. I know who finna eat some rabbit. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't eat rabbit. I might be from the south, but rabbit I don't. I ain't never had it. I don't want it. So it's gonna stay where it said back there. Oh my god. Okay. But she went to the hospital, y'all, and I waited probably about. Okay, y'all. I was getting a phone call. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay. Good night, Kiki. Thank you for hanging out. To get you some sleep. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Happy Easter, because it's after 12 o'clock. Thank you, Jocelyn. Okay. Anyway, she wasn't expecting to, like, when she went to the hospital, she wasn't expecting for them to tell her that she was going to have to stay. They ended up admitting her. And y'all, when the nurse came in there in the room and told her that, thank you. When the nurse came in there and told her that they was admitting her, y'all, she broke down in tears because she didn't want to stay at the hospital. She knew that I know. I just feel like in my heart she knew when she knew that she wasn't coming back out of there. And let me read your comment right quick, y'all. He said people just know when their time is going to be up, and they give us signs. Yes, my mama that raised let me see, my mama that raised me used to cook a ja. Y'all ate turtle. Ja, stop. Ja, stop it. Oh my god. Turtles? Why did y'all do them turtles like that? Oh my god. Ja, quit it. um. Oh my god. How did you eat a turtle? How did y'all get the shell out? I don't even want to know. All I can think about is the damn Ninja Turtles, and y'all eating a Ninja Turtle? I'm gonna get some more wood, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Woo! Woo! I'm on fire. I'm not on fire, y'all. Let me stop before YouTube stop my video. Ow. Whoa. Hold on. Okay. What you say? Turtle is good, CT. You can't do it. Put it in a roaster, cook it on low. What y'all talking about? Turtle? How dare y'all do that to Michelangelo and Donatello and Raphael and Michelangelo? How dare y'all do that to them there? How dare y'all eat Michelangelo? Um, y'all wrong for that. Hold on, y'all. It's going. Hold on. It's popping. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Ooh. Hold on. Get myself together, y'all. Hold on. It's cold out here, y'all. I'm freezing. Let me go a little closer to this fire. Just a little bit closer. Now the wind wanna blow. Okay, God, we know. Okay. Oh Lord. They don't know good eating. Nope. Sure don't. Sorry. Sorry, Josh. Nope, sure don't. Y'all funny. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's 11 people, 10 people in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so um when the nurse told my mom that she had to stay because she hadn't, they said, well, they had like ran tests on her, and then they found that she had some fluid on her lungs, that they told her that she had pneumonia, and that they were gonna admit her. And once they told her that, y'all, she just broke down in tears, and she was like, I don't want to stay at this hospital. I want to go home. And I was like, Mama, I was like, all I could say was, Mama, please don't cry. Don't cry. You're gonna make me cry. My sister was there. My brother lived out of town at the time, so of course I was keeping him updated on what was going on and stuff like that. So they ended up admitting her, and I ended up at the time, my sister, she didn't have a car and stuff, so I had to take her back home. She still, she had two girls at home and stuff like that. So I took her home, and I was like, Mama, just call me when, they put you in a room. So probably about, I ended up taking my sister home, and I went home because Cameron, my daughter at the time, she was, like I said, she was at the house with her dad. And I went back to the house, and she called me, and she was like, okay, I'm in a room. I'll be okay. Y'all, you don't have to come back up here. And I was like, Mama, you sure you don't want me to come back up there? And she was like, no, baby, it's okay. Get you some sleep. I'll just talk to you tomorrow. And y'all, there probably was about 9 o'clock that night on the 20th. And so I went home like she asked me to. And that's my biggest regret, y'all. My biggest regret in life is that I didn't I was that I didn't go back up to the hospital because she didn't ask me to come back up. She told me not to come back up there. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, okay. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I keep getting a phone call. I keep getting phone calls. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, yeah. I still got my drink from earlier. Can you stop the live and answer the? No, I cannot. Oh God. No, I'm not about to stop my live. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, that was my biggest regret. Not going back up to the hospital when I felt like I needed to, but she asked me not to come back up there, y'all. She said, "Don't come back up here and just get you some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow." That's what she said. Those were the last words my mama said to me, y'all. She said, "I love you. I'll see you tomorrow." And about 1 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call from the hospital. It was a lady doctor. He answered the phone, and she was like, she had told me that my mom had coded out, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, "What do you mean she coded out? I don't even know what that means." Which means that meant that her heart stopped, and she didn't have a DNR, and they had to bring her back. But when they brought her back, they brought her like they got her heart beating again, but she was on a ventilator. So she was on a ventilator, um and I told her that oh, and the doctor lady told me. I was like, because I didn't know what it meant, so I told her. I said, "Can you call my sister?" And I gave her number, called my sister and tell her. And my sister called me, and I was like, "What they talking about? Like, what did she mean that she coded out?" She was like, "They meant." She said what she meant was her heart stopped, and they had to bring her back. And I was like, "You mean she like died and they had to bring her back?" And so we ended up going up to the hospital. And y'all, when I saw my mama on the, when I got up there and I saw my mama, y'all, I just broke down. Like I felt, I don't even know what I felt. It was just, it was, it was, it was just so many emotions going through my body at the time. And Joycelyn, thank you so much for that. I realized that after how everything happened, how everything transpired that week, the week after that, like me and my sister had to sign a DNR. I called my brother and I told him he didn't want to have nothing to do with the situation. He didn't want to have anything to do with the fact that we had to take my mama off the ventilator because at that time they had did everything they could do and she wasn't getting any better. And so we had to sign her DNR for them to take her off of the ventilator. And when I tell y'all that is and will always be the hardest decision that I've ever had to make, because she at that when I saw her, I knew she was gone. Like when I saw her with all those tubes going through her body and like her eyes were bulging out of her head, y'all. I was like, she's gone. And I had called my pastor. I had called our pastor and let him know what was going on. Him and his brother had come up there, and when he went in, he said this when he went in the in the room where she was, he saw the death angel, and and that was probably about 3 o'clock in the morning that morning. I called all of my family. I called my aunties, everybody that was here in Missouri, and they all, like it was, they all came. Everybody, every single person that could fit in a car came. All my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. They even brought my grandmother. Like, and they called her time of death at 7:05 that night. And we had to make the decision. But let me tell y'all how God worked. I'm gonna tell you how God worked. And I know this for a fact. When we had to sign her papers for them to start taking her off of, I had to take her off the ventilator and everything. They stopped everything. They stopped all the fluids flowing through her body, and they, like, took all the tubes out and everything. I looked at my mama, y'all. Her heart was still beating. Like when her heart was still beating, her heart rate was at the time we just watched it just drop all the way down. At the time, her heart rate was like 41, and it dropped down to zero, and it shot back up to like 39 or something like that. So from what I took from that was, if God wanted her to stay here, He could have. Like if it was, yeah,
Mom said she's about to be home.
okay,
I told her that I was like, I'm not gonna be your what is it, hand and call, whatever it comes to. And she was like, don't let your mouth overload your ass.
girl, she all right.
Girl, I'm going to bed.
Good night,
Good luck with mom.
girl. She be okay. Um, Anyway, y'all, her heart rate shot back up to like 39, and it went back down to zero. And at that time, I looked at the clock. It was 7:05 p.m. and she had took her like her heart just stopped, and that was it. And she was gone. She was gone, y'all. So it was, like I said, for me, like personally, I felt like it was to be expected. But to actually go through that, to actually watch her, like we had to like I said, make the decision to for her to to take her off the ventilator and stuff. To watch that was like an out of body experience for me. And after all that happened, like after they like took her off the ventilator, all her swelling went down. All the swelling went down. Her eyes was not bulging out of her head anymore. And all that kind of stuff. Like she looked like she was at peace. So that's my story, y'all. That's Chocolate Drop story. And that was 12 years ago. I keep getting off. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get off her here. I'm finna get off her in a second. I don't know if y'all can still hear me or not.